Hi.
Hi,
Welcome to our podcast. Something's wrong with us.
because there is something wrong with us.
I'm Shreyu.
And I'm Parker.
Yeah. Today, we are talking about tattoos and piercings and like self-expression and stuff like that. Cause we both are obsessed with tattoos and piercings. Um. So yeah. This is gonna be like what ones we have, what ones we want to get, and yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's also going to be a little bit about like self-expression and like individuality and like expressing yourself because to me, I feel like you only live once. This it's kind of like
Customize your
customize. Yeah,
character.
exactly. Customize your character, bro. Just saying, hey, like it's your body. You do whatever you want. So I think that there's a big part of that, a big piece of that. So
Mhm.
let's start with you have more piercings and tattoos than I do. So let's start with you.
Yeah, I have 11 piercings and 2 tattoos. Um, my piercings, I have one thing that I do for my piercings is I have exactly the same piercings on both of my ears. My ears, I was at least told this. They're like very even. They're like very similar. Symmetrical. Which is I guess like a cool compliment. Like one of my piercers told me that. And I also just like I like the idea of having the same jewelry on both sides. Um, and so I have 3 lobe piercings. And then I have like a double helix. So that's 5 on each ear, and I love them. The helixes hurt a lot. The last time I got a piercing was like this side double helix. And they still hurt. If I sleep on my earrings wrong, they hurt the next day. They hurt for like 2 days. I slept on it wrong 2 days ago, and these hurt when I touch them. So, do what you want with that information. Helixes are awful, but they look cool. So, it's kind of worth it. And then yeah, I love my lobe piercings. They don't give me any trouble ever. And then my favorite piercing out of all of them, also one that I think was probably the least painful, shockingly, because it's the thickest amount of cartilage, is my nose piercing. I love her. I think she's beautiful. I also wear almost only gold jewelry because I am a very big fan of gold, and I think it looks good on me. So yeah,
So true. It does look good on
piercings.
you. Piercings.
Oh, and piercings I want to get. My next piercing, I want to get like a forward helix. Again,
Ooh.
same exact piercings on both sides. I really like that. I really like having my ears look exactly the same. Don't know what it is. I think it's just me because a lot of people don't like that.
Yeah.
I would also love like something like that's like flat over here. Yeah, because I feel like all of my piercings are just on this outer edge. And I need more ones that are like more center.
So true. So true. I don't have any like I really only have my lobes pierced. I have double lobes. You can't really tell. I have like two studs in my seconds. Um and then like the ones that I got when I was like a child. Which are my main lobes. I don't have any other piercings anywhere else. Those it's just those ones, just my ears, which is really sad because I want piercings elsewhere. Um, I really want like a nose piercing. I don't know what kind I'd want. For a while, like I wanted a septum, but I don't. I think that that would actually make me go insane. Like I get freaked out when I have like when my nose itches like so much or like I have anything like underneath my lip or like right here in this area, it irritates my skin so bad and it makes me want to like actually rip my skin off. So I think that a septum would probably not be the best decision for me just cuz I feel like it's going to make me itch and like feel weird. So if I
Mhm.
were to get a nose piercing, it would probably have to be like here um and probably like a flat, probably not like an actual ring. It'd have to be something like a stud that I don't have to worry about like jutting out of my skin too much. Um, I also really want like a kind of on the note that I'm probably never gonna get because again I have like so many like sensory issues that it's probably not the best decision for me to get, but I really want like a vertical labrae, which is like kind of insane, and I'm also worried about it like ruining my teeth, because that's also an option, or not an option. That's like something that people have experienced, getting like lip rings and getting like lip piercings before, especially if they like go on the inside of your mouth. Um, oh no.
I dropped my keys.
LOL. So I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but I think that they look really cool. Yeah, I do want other ear piercings. Like I do want like more. I just kind of haven't really had the time or money to get them, because like I
They're
got,
expensive.
yeah, piercings are expensive, and I only got my second pierced in like my junior year of high school, so I didn't really get anything else done at all. So I want more. I want more piercings. I want them really bad, really bad. Um, I think it would be really cool to have an industrial bar, but that I've heard hurts really, really, really bad and takes like 4,000 years to heal properly.
Yeah.
So anything that like actually pierces cartilage is gonna heal like,
Dude.
yeah, weird, and it's gonna take forever. So I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that. I don't know if I can handle that. I'll be so honest. I don't really take the best care of like my skin, so I feel like having something that takes forever to heal is not like the most ideal for me.
I end up getting really lazy with the healing process, like
Yeah.
cleaning it out and everything towards the end of it, especially for ones like helixes. They genuinely, like, when they tell you they take almost a year to heal, they're not lying. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it takes even longer. It really depends on like you as a person and how you heal and stuff like that, and like also like on how it's done. Um, healing piercings heal better when it's needles versus like piercing guns, but also if you're getting a cartilage piercing, don't get it from a piercing gun that can shatter your cartilage, which is
Yeah.
thousands,
That's
thousands and thousands of dollars to get that fixed. Don't shatter your cartilage. That's scary. I've also only ever done needle piercings. I am so scared of like a piercing gun, but I also don't really have any like lobe space left, so I can't ever do that. So sucks to
yeah.
suck, I guess.
Yeah, that's real.
I also feel like I would never get any other face piercings. I really love my nose piercing, and I don't really want other ones. I just don't feel like I would look good with like a lot of face piercings. I think I'd just look better with just like my nose piercing. I would get a belly button piercing though,
I was gonna say, yeah, I feel like
but
that's cool.
my only problem with that is I wear too much like high waisted stuff. So if I ever change my sense of style, which I do all the time, if I ever start wearing a bunch of low rise, I'll get a belly button piercing. So not right now, but maybe one day in the future.
So true. Yeah, I really want a belly button piercing. I think that that would be really cool.
They look
I
so cool.
Yeah, yeah. I just have like a really like short midsection, so even things that are supposed to be low rise on me end up being going up to or past my belly button, which really sucks.
Hmm.
Especially because like then I have to get like super low rise stuff, and that just isn't built for my body type. So it looks a little strange, and it also
Real.
feels weird and like falls down my butt, and I don't like that at all.
Yeah, I'm pretty short, so I have like the same problem. Every single pair of pants I own, like, they always like drag on the ground. When it's raining, the bottom of my pants are always wet. So sucks.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like a trademark of living in Washington though, is like having the like pooled water at the bottom of your jeans that like travel up your leg. Like the dark stain of rainwater after like a rainy day. I feel like that's just like it's like a canon event that happens to everyone.
You just get like rained on, and you just kind of have to live with it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, there's like
And nobody carries
serious no,
umbrellas.
no. I mean, like I do when I have my hair straightened, or like when I'm wearing an outfit that I really don't want to get soaked, in. But otherwise, I thug it out. I thug it out. Sometimes I don't even I don't even bring my raincoat with me.
The thing is, if it's pouring, like it's if it's like actually like raining, because there's different levels of rain, right? We say like we're from Washington because we are. Um, uh, like if it's pouring and stuff, yeah, you need an umbrella. You can't like go out in the rain without it. But 9 times out of 10, or like maybe like even more than that, like 99% out of 100, um, it's not. pouring. It is just a sprinkle, and you don't need an umbrella for that because an umbrella is kind of useless. Like a rain jacket is perfectly fine. And so that's why people don't carry umbrellas here. Fun facts. That it is a stereotype and it is true. People don't carry umbrellas. I haven't like used an umbrella in years. Like at least not my own umbrella. Like I've used other people's when it's been actually pouring. So
Yeah, yeah, very real, very real. Yeah, I feel like I don't really want any other like body piercings or anything like that. I don't know. I feel like I just get so uncomfortable with different textures and like different things that I think I would die if I had like something that was like in the way or bothering me, like on my body or like sticking out of my body. I feel like that would just not be great. And also, I feel like with a lot of other like face piercings, like I know like eyebrow piercings, they get rejected super easily by your skin, and it just like it's like gone, just pushes it out of your skin. And no more piercing, no more piercing. And I have pretty sensitive skin, so like I feel like that's probably what would happen. And I don't really want to waste money getting a piercing done only for my skin to completely reject it. And then I have no piercing, and then I'm sad. So I don't want that to happen.
yeah. Anyways, let's talk about tattoos.
Ooh.
This is a topic that I think about so much. I like tell my friends always, I want to get a new tattoo. And I think part of the reason is I kind of just love having a new tattoo and then like being like, yeah, just got this new tattoo. It's so cool and everything. I currently have two tattoos. They're both pretty small. I have a heart. Oh my god, I'm trying to show the camera. I have a heart tattoo over here on my left arm. Um, and then on I need to take my jacket off for this actually. And then I have another tattoo on my right arm, which is a shark. That's just like in the like inner side of my elbow. Um,
Incredible.
I love my tattoos. My first tattoo was my heart tattoo. I wanted that tattoo since I was maybe like 16 or 17, and I didn't get it until I was 19, so it like was a while. And it was because I just like wanted like a tattoo in like a less like painful spot, but one that was cute. It's not really like there's no real like meaning to it. Neither of my tattoos really have a meaning. I like hearts. I like sharks. I like drawing hearts like on everything. That's like my go-to shape to draw on whatever. I love it. Um like there's like people who like have their favorite shapes. My favorite shape is a heart. Um and then the shark, they're like one of my favorite animals. I care so much about like protecting sharks. I am very like anti like finning and stuff like that. And if I had money, which I don't, I would donate a lot of my money towards like um animal like safety and things like that, like to like cruelty free organizations and like um organizations that are helping stopping like shark finning. One brand that I really like that I really want like something from is like Fanatics, which
Oh yeah.
that's like their entire thing. They like shout out to them. They like care a lot about that, and so it's just I love these animals. They're like my favorite like ocean animal. My favorite land animal is a raccoon. I love raccoons. They're so cute. I want a raccoon. Um,
So true, actually.
I really want a pet raccoon. We can't legally own one in any of the states I want to
It's
move
so
to, so
stupid.
I never will have one, but go
R.I.P.
girl can dream.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have done research
Exactly.
over this. The things I research.
Incredible.
And but yeah, I love my little shark. Bro
So
doesn't have
cute.
a name. Bro just exists. Bro just swims. And then I
Bro be
love when I
swimming.
like go into like pools or hot tub, like, and then when my shark is
Yeah.
swimming, because I am clearly mature and not an idiot. So yeah. And for do you want to talk about your tattoos before I go
Yeah,
into
yeah,
like
yeah.
future
Yeah,
tattoos?
sure.
I've been talking for like a good minute.
Yeah, I only have one like real tattoo that is being like that was done professionally. Okay, now I'm sleeveless. They are just two little bats, and they hang out right here. And I got this done in the fall, so like pretty recently, like this past
Mhm.
fall.
Oh yeah, both of my tattoos I got done in the last year. They're both very new. I got this one when I was 19, and I got this one like almost immediately after I turned 2020, and my birthday's in August, so time frame. They were like 4 months apart. So
Yeah, I actually got mine done on the first official day of fall, which I think is pretty fun considering they're bats. But yeah, I love bats. Those ones don't have like that doesn't have any like real meaning at all either. I just really like bats. They're like one of my favorite animals. I did like a whole I did like 2 projects on them when I was a kid. Specifically flying foxes, like the Amazonian flying fox. I did a project on that. They're so cute. I love them so much. I follow like 400 bat pages on Instagram. But I also do have
us, when we get animal tattoos of animals we like look up and care about and follow.
oopsies, oopsies. I also have 2 other tattoos that are stick and pokes that I did myself. One was in middle school and the other one was in high school.
Don't do that. If you are a middle schooler or high
Yeah.
schooler
Hey
listening to
guys,
this,
listen to
don't
me.
do that. I
Yeah.
never did that. I survived it.
Listen to me. I survived my stick and pokes, but you might not. Okay, listen. You are prone to infection. I was very stupid. I was stupid to do that.
Same with piercings. I'm allergic to fake metals, and I don't support giving piercings to yourself. If you do it like properly.
Do it safely.
Do it safely.
Same thing with stick and pokes. Stick and pokes can be done safely, like
But
with
also, like,
ink
why?
and also with like traditional tattoo practices. Like for example, like a lot of Inuit people who get like, forgive me for not knowing the specific term for like Inuit and Inuk tattoos, but like usually face tattoos are done traditionally with like a stick and poke method, and like also some tattoo artists, like modern tattoo artists, do stick and poke, like that's their specialty. It is pretty painful though, just be warned. But like if you're gonna have it done by a professional. Don't do it yourself.
Yeah, like you're probably like in middle school and high school and being like, but I'm 18 is a million years away. There's a reason why like the minimum age for tattoos is 18.
Yeah.
And it's because like this is on
That's
me
forever.
forever.
Like that's forever.
That's not coming off. Like that it doesn't matter how long I scrub at it. It's not coming off.
No.
And like you don't want to make a stupid decision. Like people who get tattoos at like 18 or 19,
like regardless,
regret them.
Yeah,
sometimes.
regardless if they're stick and pokes. So like people who get tattoos when they're like really young, and they're like something, especially stuff that is like meme related or like media related, you're probably gonna regret that like later in down the line. And like I get it, like I'm 20, I'm not much later down the line, all things considered, but like bats are pretty harmless in comparison to like getting like the word yeet tattooed onto you in the year of our Lord 2016.
The 2016 mustache tattoos.
Exactly. So
get that actually.
Yeah, you know what? Low key,
stick and poke that.
Stick and poke that. You know what? If you're gonna stick and poke anything, stick and poke a mustache onto your index finger. Right now, do it. Just saying.
No, we're joking. No, we are joking.
Hey, we're legally liable. Don't do that. Don't do that. We said nothing. Don't.
Those were all jokes.
All jokes. All jokes. For legal reasons, that was a joke. So, yeah. Don't do stick and pokes at home. Also, on that note, the ones that I did stick and poke myself, I used a sewing needle and Sharpie ink. So, no, don't do that. I'm lucky to have not gotten an infection from that. I don't know how I didn't. I don't know how I didn't get an infection.
You.
But yeah, I did use Sharpie ink and a sewing needle. Yeah, don't do that. Anyways, those tattoos, one I have on my ankle, it's like a little swirl, and then I have a little star with like a smiley face on my hip bone. That one is extremely faded because I only passed over it like one time. And then I said I was going to do it again, and then my Sharpie ink dried up, and I just never did it again because then I matured and realized that I could die if I did that again. So that one's probably like gone forever, but there's like a faint remnant of like a weird black outline on my hip now. So, like I said, don't do a stick and poke at the age of like 15 because that's when I did it. And because you probably either will regret it if it doesn't fade, or if it does fade, you'll think it was a stupid idea regardless.
Yeah. It's just so stupid. It's so harmful and so stupid. Like, just don't do that. Just wait till you're 18. It's like not that bad. All of us had to do it.
Exactly.
Ow. Slammed my finger into like the dashboard.
Excellent. Incredible.
See, I'm not even mature and I'm 20.
You're 20?
I'm 20. But yeah, now we're gonna talk about future tattoos. Also, a general rule that I have for tattoos, at least, um, is that I have to wait minimum a year, um, of like thinking for a tattoo before I get it. Um, I also like tend to, before I get that tattoo, draw it on myself at least like once, usually more than once. And so my heart tattoo, I had drawn that on my hand like multiple times before getting it, and then I also like wanted it since I was like 16 and didn't get it until I was 19. Um, my shark tattoo. This one I thought about for a lot less of a time than like I wanted my heart tattoo, but I do think it was like around a year for when I was for how long I thought about this tattoo, and I also like um you remember this like the entire like the like a good solid like month or two before I got it, I just would like draw it on myself. I drew it with henna a lot. I really liked that. I really liked how it looked. I would love to get a tattoo with brown ink at some point. I feel like it would be so cool. Um, and yeah, but yeah, just like that's my general rule. I know a lot of people don't have that. Some people I know are like they've gone to like a tattoo shop, seen a tattoo, and they're like, yeah, I'll get that. I don't think I could ever do that. But yeah, um, future tattoos. One future tattoo I want, which this would be a huge one and it would be really expensive, would be a vine that starts like at the bottom of my wrist over here on this arm specifically, the one with the heart on it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then wraps all the way up to my shoulder and then goes to like my collarbone maybe and then ends like here. I would love that. That would be so expensive. That is in like the several $1,000s.
Yeah.
Tattoos are very expensive.
Ooh.
Fun fact. My heart tattoo, this is so tiny. That was $50. $50. Um,
Yeah.
my shark tattoo, I got it touched up at one point, so the total cost was $350. The original tattoo was $300. The touch up was $50. I got it touched up like a month after I got it done, and I just felt like it wasn't healing how I wanted it to. Like it was fully healed. But there were like parts of it that were like lighter than I wanted it. Like it just like didn't look right. So I got it touched up and now I'm like happy with it. So there's also that. Like if you're not happy with your tattoo, go back to your artist and get it like touched up or go to a different artist if you're not happy with your artist. I personally am. I have the same person who did both my tattoos and I love her. She's awesome. So yeah.
Any other like major ones that you're thinking about, or just the vine?
There's like a couple like smaller ones. I really want to get like on my other collarbone once I get the like not once I get the vine, but like just also have like butterflies going from like my shoulder to my collarbone. So then they
Ooh.
would both like meet like at the same spot, and it would
Ooh.
look really
Oh
cool. I think
wait,
that would look
that's so
really interesting.
cool.
I also want all my tattoos to like look cohesive. Um,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
if I do butterflies here, I might like stick to like more of like an animal theme on this arm, like more like
Okay,
creatures and
yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I would want to fill like the vine with like smaller tattoos in between. I really, really hate how patchwork tattoos look like, which is just crazy for me to say because I have friends who have patchwork tattoos and I know people who do. Uh, if you like your patchwork tattoos, good for you. I think there's a lot of really cool ones that I've seen out there. I just think I would personally hate it if I had patchwork tattoos on myself. Like I don't just hate them in general. I just really like I would hate it on myself and I just don't really like it's just not for me. Um so if you like it, good for you, whatever. I'm not that much of a hater, but
Real.
like I'm not gonna go up to someone and be like, "Wow, your Patrick tattoos are ugly." Um,
Yeah, pack it up, Curtis Connor.
um, but I personally just it's not for me. I want my tattoos to look good and look cohesive. That was kind of hater, but yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I want. But because I like the idea of having a lot of like smaller pieces, but I don't want it to just not look cohesive.
Yeah.
And then uh Oh, I also since I'm from Washington and weird, I would love to have like a tree on the back of my
Yes.
ear. At first I was like a hater for like back of the ear tattoos because I'm like, you're not seeing that, nobody else is seeing that. But then, like I was talking about it with my artist, I was like, I don't really know why people do that, and she was like, people just like it like looks cool. You can see it if it like from certain angles, and um, it's a good tattoo if you want like a hidden one that's like not that like crazy or things like that, and you want like a small tattoo that's like more hidden. Um, and so I was like, you know what, that is kind of cool. And so I thought about it more, and I think I would love to have like an evergreen tree just
Ooh,
at the back of
yeah.
my ear. I think that'd be really
Yes.
cool. But
Yes.
that also feels like it would probably be a really painful spot to get a tattoo.
Yeah, there's not like it's kind of just all like muscle and
Yeah,
like not a lot of like
sounds like.
fat there. Like yeah, I mean like just like
Oh,
pinching
and
the
then
back of my
muscle hurts
skin.
more than fat for
Yes, yeah.
tattoos.
So like the less fat you have, like that's why like the inside of your arm
I was
hurts.
told that like the inner elbow part is probably one of the most painful spots to get a tattoo, and but there's not like it's like very like heavy shading or anything. There's not. It's just like two lines and like a couple dots, like where it's like at the center of my arm. Um, but it didn't like hurt that badly. IMO, like that was not that painful.
Hmm.
I don't know. Uh, I would also love a spine tattoo eventually. I don't know what I would want to get on it,
Mm,
so
yeah.
that's like years down the line probably.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Spine tattoos are so cool. Back tattoos in general, I think are like really cool, especially if they're like unique or like I don't know, like they're like they have a lot of meaning to people. I think
I
that's really
love
cool.
spine tattoos. I think they
Spine
look
tattoos are
so
awesome.
cool.
Spine tattoos are literally
Um,
like the coolest thing ever.
there's
Like I
somebody in
love
like our
them.
house who has a spine tattoo, and every time like she like wears like a backless dress or something, I'm like, oh girl, you look so good. That looks
Literally,
incredible. Like,
they look so cool. Like when you're wearing backless tops or like you can see it, it's like
oh my god,
whoa.
it's so awesome. And then the last tattoo I want to get, which I also think will probably be my next tattoo, because this is a tattoo I've thought about for years. Is I want to get Noah Khan's song lyrics on my leg. I want to get all lights turned off could be turned on. From Call Your Mom. Uh, on like my leg. That's like gonna be like my first and maybe only tattoo that's actually like meaningful. I just really that I really resonate with that song. That's like my favorite song ever. Um, that's like No Con's like my favorite artist. And ever since I like heard that song low key, I've been like I want those lyrics on my body. That yeah, and so I've wanted this for a while because I think I heard this song pretty soon after it came out, which I think it's like what like 2022, 2023.
I think so, yeah. Hmm.
And I remember hearing that and I was like, damn, I want that on my leg. And
Yeah,
so yeah,
facts.
I
Facts.
love that song. If you love that song, you're cool.
So
But
true.
also like, are you okay?
Yeah, you know, if Noah Kahan's like in your top artists at all,
Are you okay?
yeah, you should go to therapy.
Yeah. Anyways, that's like the tattoos I want right now. Maybe I'll change my mind. A lot of these I have only thought about like in the last couple of months, and maybe I'll like change my mind years down the line or something. But I don't plan on getting all of these in like the same time, so you know, one day.
One day.
Oh, your turn.
We should start a Parker yawn counter because I've yawned like 400 times just in this episode. But
I have not
anyways,
noticed.
anyways, so the main tattoo that I actually have an appointment for, um, not anytime soon. It was originally supposed to be this February, but I'm going to field school in Hawaii, and I don't want to because of the piece that I'm planning on getting done. It's probably gonna take two different appointments to get it finished, and I don't want to have a tattoo that's even remotely close to healing still by the time I go to my field school in Hawaii, where I'm gonna be sweating and swimming probably. So I decided to move it to like next November. So that's when I'm getting it actually done. But what I'm planning on getting is a shark, kind of like that, but specifically a whale shark, which are my second favorite shark species. My actual favorite shark species is a black-tipped reef shark. But I'm getting a whale shark done in Coast Salish art style, so it's going to be like an outline of a whale shark. And it's gonna have like Coast Salish designs on the inside, probably like to mimic the dots and things like that. So I'm very much so looking forward to that. And it's being done by an artist who did tattoos for my skipper for my canoe family. So that's pretty cool. And I want it. It's gonna be sorry. It's getting done like right on the inside of my arm here. I was gonna have it on the outside, but I changed my mind. So it's gonna be on the inside of my arm. Um, and the reason I'm getting it done is like for me, the rest of my tattoos besides the bat, I do want to have some kind of meaning besides just me liking the design. Um, and the reason I'm getting it is because to like it's kind of like my semicolon tattoo. If you know, you know. Um, hey, if you're watching this, you know, you know, highly likely you know. Because why are you watching a podcast called Something's Wrong with Us? Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The call is coming from inside the house. Ooh. Anyways, yeah, so sharks can't swim backwards, and that's kind of the whole point of the tattoo, is that I want like a reminder that like to keep moving forward, to keep moving forward. And on that note, another tattoo that I also really want is also from a Noah Kahan song. It's also from the same Noah Kahan song. It's from "Call Your Mom" by Noah Kahan, and the tattoo or the lyrics that I want to get are "Give yourself a reason," which is like a quote that resonates so well with me, and it's like I don't know. I really love those lyrics, and I want them tattooed somewhere. I haven't really actually figured out where I want them tattooed at, but probably on my arm, somewhere that I can see them. Might be on like my upper thigh. I don't know. I don't really know yet, but that's the idea. I really want that done soon-ish. But your girl broke. Your girl real broke. So
We do want to get our tattoos together at the same time, like our Noah Khan songs, which we didn't like plan this together.
no,
Actually,
we didn't. It's like entirely a coincidence, which is
yeah.
insane.
I think one day we were just like, oh my god, tattoos. Let's talk about tattoos. We'd be talking all the time, and
Oh,
one
yeah.
day we just like we're talking about tattoos, and I was like, oh yeah, I really want to get, or like one of us started the topic, and I was like, oh yeah, I really want to get these lyrics tattooed on me. I really love this song, and then I think you were like, oh my gosh, I also want to get lyrics from that same song tattooed on
Yeah,
me, and so we were like, bet, let's go get it together. But we both
exactly.
planned it separately. Like
Yeah,
we
like
both
we're
like heard the song
exactly.
before.
They're not like matching tattoos. Like we
I
didn't
think
do that together, which is
I
crazy.
planned on getting this tattoo like before I ever even met you, which is crazy.
Yeah, no, same.
So
I wanted it done like the like within a year after I had heard the song. I was like, yeah, yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
yeah,
I'm taking it and I'm putting it on my body.
it's mine.
That's mine now. Thanks. Yeah,
We love you, No Con.
we love you, Nohan.
Come on our podcast,
Yes, come on our podcast, Noah. Come talk
please.
to us. Yeah,
A lot of my friends are actually like haters of his music, and I told that to like one of my friends that I wanted this, and they're like,
Google.
"You're
Bruh.
joking, you're joking," and I'm like, "Nope,
You're
dead ass."
joking.
Like I feel like people either really love or really hate his music. I really don't know what it is, but I
I
love
don't
his
get it.
music. I think everyone should love his music.
I
And if you
agree.
hate it, are you listening to the lyrics? Can you read the lyrics with your eyes?
Hmm.
Maybe do that.
I think yeah. I think that that's a you problem actually.
Yeah, because it's not
Yeah.
a me problem.
No.
Because I have good taste in music. No, I
Ex-
don't.
hmm. Hmm. Anyways, there are other tattoos that I want also. One of the ones that I like really want to get because like again, love spine tattoos. They're so cool. I really want on like my upper spine, so it's not gonna be like a full spine tattoo. As awesome as that would be, it's gonna be like 4,000 for like $40,000. I don't know. I don't have that kind of money, guys. So that's not happening. So I'm probably gonna get something that like maybe goes down to like my shoulder blades and like starts at my neck. And I want to get the like Joan of Arc's sword. I'm Catholic, not like I'm baptized Catholic. I went to like Catholic school for a while, and I kind of went through a little bit of a religious psychosis, but that's kind of besides the point. I love Joan of Arc. She's like the patron saint of France, but she's also the patron saint of a lot of other things. And I can't name them like off the top of my head, but I am they're things that I resonate really heavily with. And if you don't know who Joan of Arc is, she is like a real historical figure who cross-dressed as a man to join the French army and went to battle, and then got burned at the stake for blasphemy and for cross-dressing, because she was also Catholic, which is crazy. And she like died on the cross, or not on the cross. What the freak? She died at the stake, which is insane. But like the last thing she said was she was not afraid and that she was born for this, which is
Icon.
yeah, that's actually like that's a banger line to drop. She was also like a literal teenager. Like she was like 17, which is insane. That she literally went to war for her country and like led troops into battle. like girl, what are you doing? Crazy. But she's incredible. I think I love everything she stands for, and she's like my patron saint. Like she's like genuinely like my patron saint. So yeah, I want to get that tattooed on my back. Um, Either with or without the crown that like is usually symbolized with her. I also debated getting the words "I was born for this" like tattooed somewhere on my body, like specifically on my collarbone. But I don't think I'm gonna do that if I get the sword tattoo. Um, and then another tattoo that I really want, also on my back, I want a tramp stamp really bad, a specific a specific one. I don't also really want a lot of like media related stuff. I think that that's kind of
It can age really badly.
it can age poorly, and also with how many people get canceled nowadays, I just like don't want to accidentally.
Please don't get canceled, Noah Khan.
Yeah, please don't get canceled, Noah. I don't want to get anything tattooed on my body that ends up being like distasteful in the future. Um, Whether or not that be from like being canceled, or if like the show or movie or song or artist or whatever ends up like, I don't know, producing bad stuff in the future, or even if I just like stop liking that media, like that can happen. Interests change. So I don't want to get anything that I could possibly regret in the future in terms of like media. However, I'm one of the world's biggest Cars fans. And I love the Cars movies, and I've always loved the Cars movies since they released. When I was literally 0 years old, I still saw the movie. And it was a great movie, and I love Cars. I love Cars so much that I want to get a tattoo based off of Cars, and that is going to be Sally's tramp stamp. Now, hear me out on this, okay? You like unless you actively like watch the Cars movies multiple times, you will never know that that is from Cars, which is why I want it, because nobody will know unless they're a Cars fan. And also, why are you viewing my tramp stamp right now? That's for me. Also, why would you even be looking at my tramp stamp? Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's for me. That's for me. But regardless, you wouldn't be able to tell that it was from Cars, because like the tramp
It's
stamp
really
it
cutesy.
is so cute. It's like kind of like sigilism a little bit. It's really cute. It looks like pinstriping, which I really like. Like it looks like classic pinstriping and like on a car, which is like the point because it's supposed to be pinstriping. Like they like Lightning McQueen is like, you got a little pinstriping going on back there, and like obviously that's supposed to be referring to a tramp stamp because she has like the pinstriping like on her, like on the bumper basically. So that's pretty cool.
That movie's
It's
fucking crazy.
It's freaked.
Dude.
It's like, listen, that movie is so freaked out.
There's so many like jokes that you just won't understand if you are a kid, because it is a kids movie. And I love that because I love kids movies that have like secret hidden jokes
Shout out
for
Shrek.
adults, because they're not like inappropriate jokes necessarily. They're just like really really clever and well thought out.
Like you wouldn't get them unless you were an adult.
Which I like. I miss old Pixar for that reason. They just like they knew how to make like, oh my god, those like perfect movies, which just like were amazing and a great enjoyable experience not only for kids but also for adults.
legitness.
I'm a huge Pixar fan. I have seen every single Pixar movie ever made.
love
So,
Pixar.
which is not like difficult. Like it's a very easy task. It's very easy, especially if you
Yeah,
like
there's
are like us and grew up when Pixar was in like its like good
yeah.
era, and like even now like they still make like some pretty good movies. Like I love some of their more recent stuff, and I know that's like a very controversial take, but it's not, they haven't like fully fallen off IMO.
No, not compared to like Disney. Not compared
Oh
to
my
like their
god,
parent
Disney's
company.
fallen off.
Yeah, Disney is
Disney and Pixar are different. Marvel
yeah.
and Disney are different. They might all be underneath the Disney umbrella, but they're all different to me.
Yeah. They are all different. Though I do think the Disney acquisition of Marvel was kind of the beginning of the end. TBH. And also the death of Stanley. R.I.P. Uh
No, because
yeah.
why did it fall off after Stanley died?
Why did they start doing everything that he said he didn't ever want to bring into the MCU?
We will talk about
Hmm.
MCU in another episode, and I really want to. This is like it. Like the MCU is big for us.
It
We
is.
will
It
talk
is a
about
big
MCU.
thing. It is a big thing. Trust. You'll hear from us. You'll hear from us. Yeah, I that's like I have a lot of other ideas for tattoos that I really like really want. I also thought of for a little bit about like The Last of Us is when like I said I don't want a whole lot of media related tattoos, so this is probably not going to happen, but if it does, cool. And if it does, it's probably going to be I'm probably going to change it to be more like related to me, but I love Ellie's tattoo in The Last of Us, which is like a fern with like a moth, and like it's just oh it's so cool, it's so cool, I love it. And if I were to like get that done, I'd probably like do a fern and like seaweed and something else. Or like if I were to get like a moth, it would be like a specific kind of moth, things like that, change it so that it's kind of more like me related, I guess, so that it can't be as easily tied back to The Last of Us. But that is a really cool tattoo, and I feel like if there was anything I would do, it would be that, specifically because it's already like a tattoo in like the game, and it's really cool, and I really vibe with it. But yeah, that's pretty much like everything off the top of my head in terms of like what I'd want. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think tattoos are a really good way of expressing yourself, and I feel like a lot of people hate on tattoos for kind of no reason, especially on other people. I have my own opinions about like tattoo placements and like for example, I'm not a huge fan of face tattoos. I personally don't like that at all. And like you mentioned, also not a huge fan of like patchwork tattoos. Like I might get like one or two like tattoos here and there, but I'm not gonna like get just a bunch of unrelated ones. I think that just doesn't vibe with me super well. But I do think it is stupid to judge other people for having tattoos. Period. Because like that's not your body, and I
Yeah.
get people are like, oh, it makes you look dirty, or like it like like that's your body. You're changing it permanently. Like okay, Susan, why did you get lip filler then? Why did you get Botox done? Like, why are you getting plastic surgery?
Yeah.
So I think anyone should be able to feel comfortable in their body.
Hmm.
And I think that
Also, like you only live once. Why not like get a silly tattoo while you're at it? Like
literally, yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Everything in the world is ephemeral.
So true. Exactly. Kind of nothing matters. So I
Yeah.
think you should be able to do whatever you want. And if that is getting a tattoo, then get a tattoo. If that's getting a piercing, get a piercing. And if that's getting plastic surgery, get plastic surgery. Like literally nobody cares. As long as you're feeling comfortable in your own skin,
Yeah, do what
that's what
makes you
matters.
happy. Same with
Exactly.
like hair. Like if you want to dye your hair, dye your hair.
Literally. Also, you can't even make the same argument for hair because it's like it literally grows back.
Exactly.
Like it literally grows back. Like
Also
you could cut that
exist.
off. Yeah.
You can always, if you hate the color that you dyed your hair, you could dye it back to your natural hair
Yeah,
color.
exactly. Like yeah,
Unless you're
exactly.
blonde, then it might be a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
But
I
not
feel
a
like
lot of us are,
no,
so
exactly. I feel like even then it's like if that was something if you like genuinely hated everything about your hair after dyeing it, you could just let it grow out to a point where you just don't dye it anymore and then you cut off all of the dyed part. So like your hair literally change like it you can change it whenever you want pretty much. Which I think is really cool. Obviously so long as like you give your hair time to get to a healthy point again. Because right now my hair is kind of crazy. You would never know it.
My hair
but
is really chopped.
Yeah, you would never really know it, but I dyed my hair like a lot. Like I had so many blonde highlights. My hair, I was practically blonde for like a long time. And then I dyed it back to like my natural hair color. Like my natural hair color is really dark. Like it's near black. So
Mine
to
is
get it
black.
yeah, to get it to the point where it was a while ago, it's not great. And when I was in like middle school, I dyed it. Like I went to a lady who genuinely destroyed my hair, trying to lighten it to like a point where it was almost silver. In one session, I was there all day, and she got this hair to like almost platinum, which is insane. Yes, my curls were gone forever, by the way. Like there was no, like it was just frizz. Like that's all that was there. And I had to do like 400 different treatments to get my hair back to a point where it didn't look like actual straw. It was bad. It was bad. So my hair's been through it.
My hair is going through it right now. I bleached and dyed my hair a lot in this last year, and I need to just take a break.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just letting my hair reset to its natural state, and then I'm probably gonna dye it again because I can't escape the cycle.
My hair, like, if you look at like my actual natural hair, it is so insanely healthy. Like, I have really, really healthy natural hair. And it's because I do so much care to my hair. But you wouldn't tell because majority of it is bleached and dyed, and that part is just that no matter what I do, it's just not going to be like healthy.
Yeah,
L, you got to take the L sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you just have to admit that your hair is literally cooked, like not even slang cooked. Like it is literally cooked. Yeah, like burnt at the edges. Anyways, so like dyeing your hair is like also a form of self-expression, and I think that's like a really big part of who I am personally. I like being self-expressive. I like expressing myself, and I think this year I want to try to do that more, even if it's not through things like permanently changing my body, through piercings or tattoos, or even changing my hair. Just like down to like what you wear too. It's like I just don't like when people hate on other people for like what they do, and like how they express themselves. Because it's like, why do you care though? Because it's like you shouldn't care. You shouldn't care what other people do to their body or how they dress or how they act even, because it's like unless they're being like actually evil, it's like
then
it's
hate on
not your business.
people.
Yeah, exactly. And like I feel like anybody should be free to express themselves, and if that means doing that in a visual way, then that's like none of your business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. We are getting towards the end of today's episode. I love talking about things like this. I love talking about like personal things. So if you guys want to hear more of things like that, where like we're talking about ourselves and not just like big issues
And like what we
thoughts.
think, our
Yeah.
thoughts, our ideologies.
Yeah.
Big word.
Please let us know. Please let us know, because I like talking about things like this that interest me. Even though we already do talk about things that are interesting, I feel like we haven't really talked about like ourselves, or
Yeah,
like
we
what
don't tend
do.
to talk about like what goes on inside our heads.
Exactly.
Which there's a lot inside of
Yeah.
our heads.
There's endless
maybe there's
thoughts.
nothing inside of our
Yeah,
heads. Who knows?
it's one or the other. We might never know.
We share a brain cell.
We do, and sometimes only one of us has it for like the whole day. So
it's usually Parker.
Yeah, can't argue that. Can't argue that. Still, it's only one brain cell. Doesn't do much.
I think you said like take like a tally count for every time you yawn. Take a tally count for like every time I make a stupid facial expression, because that's like all I've been doing. Because I like watch myself in the video thing, because the way we film it, we can see ourselves. And I just make like stupid expressions at myself. So
It's good though. Keeps up interaction. Keeps up viewers.
Yeah. Anyways, subscribe to us. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Write a comment for like your opinions on like tattoos, piercings. Write a comment on like what you want us to talk about. Yeah, watch our other episodes.
Yeah. And as always, new episodes drop at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every Thursday. So keep an eye out for a new episode. We'd love to see you here again. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye.